All right, well, let's get the obvious out of the way here. Yes, I look significantly different, and yes, this is why I keep a beard. So that's fine. All right, and I understand I look like a fatter leopard right now. That's just the nature of my life. So, just if you can help me, so I don't have to look like this anymore. Transition in the making as far as just a better looking face, a lighter looking face, but it starts with the thumbs up and subscribing here. I can go back to my company and say, I need to take this out in order to ensure that I don't scare people anymore. And that comes out of whatever we make here by you hitting the thumbs up and subscribing. It actually might put me out for a week. So think about that incentive. I don't even have to look at this guy for a week. Bang. Thumbs up. We're going to build a same game parlay on DraftKings. It's going to be super easy. It's going to be super simple. I'll remind you about this insane deal that we have at the Odd Shopper tools. And it's not just the tools, it's the hub, the betting hub, 20% off. And you can just use my code below Shander, which is easier than Eytan. Trust me, I understand. I get it. All right, let's hit it. We got to hit a same game parlay, a 3-leg same game parlay. And then we are going to smash a no sweat same game parlay that you're going to get courtesy here of DraftKings. Now, I'm a little torn right now because I was always about the Seattle Seahawks covering this game. Always looked at an opportunity, if you will, to jump on Seattle more so than lay points with Dallas. There are a couple of things that you jump out here in this game, specifically where Seattle's 14-1 against the spread, coming off consecutive losses as an underdog, including 10-0 in their last 10. 2 straight losses as dogs. They've covered 10 straight spreads. This is a big spread. We get it. 3-1 straight up, 4-0 ATS in their last 4. Pete Carroll against Dallas. 16-2 straight up, 15-3 against the spread in games 12 on the season. How about that weird shit right there? A lot of stuff just piling. And now I got to give a shout out to my guy Harambe in the Odd Shopper Discord. And this is, again, why you sign up for Odd Shopper as a whole, because you're getting the Discord. You're getting part of the access is the Discord. But, oh boy. The ref for tonight's game, Blakeman, the head official, is referee, what is his name? Cleet Blakeman. He, when officiating, home teams are 11-4 ATS, 14-1 straight up over the last 15 primetime games. That's a number that's just really difficult to ignore. I don't know what to do here. This line did not open up at 9. If anything, there's some buyback opportunity for Seattle, but Blakeman, the official, an ATS record for an official is impossible for me to just ignore. It truly is difficult for me to ignore. I think we start more so with a team total for Dallas. And what's crazy is that if you wanted to, Seattle, if you wanted to limit what Seattle is going to do in order for Dallas to cover this larger spread, it's not going to be allowing them to score so much as it is limiting what they can do. Staying under 17 points, 17.5, technically 17's a win. Under 17.5 team total for Seattle is exactly where I want to start, knowing that they have a really good chance of covering this spread, but ultimately losing the game, especially with that Blakeman add-on there. And I also don't think that if there is a letdown on either side for Dallas, it's coming in the form and the fashion of offense, not defense. All right, let's get a couple of scorers in here. This is Tony Pollard's game. We're at 210 right now. We're going to add one more to make it juicy. But this is Tony Pollard's game. Seattle's defense is awful against the run. Nothing is changing here by any means. In fact, you can argue that even though it's not a short week and that Dallas has, 3 straight Thursday night games, it's off schedule and you still want to get back to kind of a sense of normalcy. Having an efficient run game, Enrico Dowdle banged up, looks like he's going to play. But having this efficient run game, this is where it's at. Tony Pollard crossing the end zone against a weak Seattle run D makes all the sense in the world. In fact, I think you can press this and put a quarter to a third of a unit on Pollard scoring twice. We don't need that, though. What we don't want just 63.5, do we? I mean, that works, but can we push it to 70? I just like to look. I like to look at 70, don't you? 70 yards on the ground for Tony Pollard, a rushing score, or really anytime TD for Tony Pollard, and Seattle stays under 17.5. We're just under. Actually, you know what? Why is that alt like that? Okay, fine by me. For some reason, Tony Pollard 70 plus was a lesser play than over 63.5 rushing yards. That's fine by me. This is the play here at 4-1. Seattle cannot get it done and score more than 17.5 points. It's just not going to happen against this defense. Tony Pollard has an amazing pathway against Seattle's defense on the ground, in which Dallas is going to be able to open up a lot by just opening this game up with a concerted effort to give it to Pollard. I wouldn't be shocked if Pollard hits half of this and the score in the first drive. Sign me up. That's 4-1. All right. Now we're going to build a no sweat same game parlay as you see below here. DraftKings, you bet $5, you get 200 back instantly, and you get a no sweat same game parlay every single day. It's important because you're able to do this every single day and throw it out depending on sports and what have you. But as I mentioned, real quick, if I can, look, the Odd Shopper site has been revamped. We are now a betting hub. We've got expert picks here for you. All of us on the board here: Ben, Eric, Matt, Eytan, Isaiah, Greg, Nathan. We've got plus EV plays for you where you can look across each sport, everything that's put up. We've got ratings. We've got plus EV. You can sort by that, and you know how you're beating the market. This is just one of many tools available to you. We also have the Parlay Builder. Well, I want to build a parlay today on DraftKings. Okay, go to DraftKings and bang, it's already there. A near 25-1 parlay has already been built for you. It's quick, it's easy, it's simple, it's painless. Real easy stuff here. And then last but not least, you get the Discord. You get daily plays. Each one of us has a channel. Yes, Nathan is in here. Don't worry. Greg is in here too. All of us have a channel. There are the daily picks I'm showing you. Let's see what the latest is today. All right, Villanova. Oof. Come on, Ben. I guess he didn't see my St. Joe's first half play. All of us here, all of us giving you some stuff that you can then play. You can react. You can follow along. Ehrenberg posting screen shares. A lot of stuff going on the Discord. All of this is included. You subscribe. Click that link below. You'll get 20% off using my code Shander. Okay? Simple stuff. Now, on the way out, let's build it. Let's get rid of this. Tony Pollard, give me 80 yards on the ground. Let's get rid of a touchdown. 80 yards in the ground for Tony Pollard. Now, let's go in the air. There are two guys that I think you can make an argument. Shootout. Let's target shootout here. Shootout means 100 yards for CeeDee Lamb, which she's going to be targeted left and right. Shootout also means Geno relies heavily on DK Metcalf. I get it. The Cowboys defense pretty good, but we've seen if it's Jackson Smith and Jigbo or just in general, some stability at the passing game. Now that's 22-1, but I want this to be a real no sweat. Let's add Tony Pollard in there. Let's add, if there was ever a guy to come in and sneak a touchdown, I actually think Brandon Cooks would be the guy to do that. All right, so that's 80-1. Go ahead. This is your first no sweat same game parlay, courtesy of me on DK. All you need to do is sign up. So we've got two things to do to sign up below. And there you go. 80-1 pays back $400 profit. You've got Odd Shopper below, 20% off. Use the code Shander. And you've got DraftKings below. And you're going to get this no sweat same game parlay. A lot of fun stuff. Thumbs up if you haven't. Subscribe, please, so you can be part of this 100K and comment away. This guy looks terrible without the beard. Go dye me out to leprosy. I don't care.